So if you're listening to this and having a hard time believing it, trust me, that is a normal reaction. That was my reaction, but that doesn't have to be your reality. I know that through Hypnobabies, you can through training and flexing that muscle, it is practice. It is practice. You have to commit to it. You can get to the place where it can be a beautiful, relaxing experience. So I'm going to show you a video. The first one I'm going to show you is actually me in labor the second time using Hypnobabies, and my husband and I are out shopping.
Here we are, trying to induce labor, and there's my wife in Lowe's doing all kinds of weird things. What the heck? Says every Lowe's associate. Oh, this guy's weirded out. He doesn't even want to look at. He doesn't even want to look at her because he's like, "That's a weird
it's like when you
thing."
go behind someone and you dance so crazy.
How's it going?
Feeling impatient. I want to get this baby out. Almost dilated to 4, but things are just slowing down. I want to get going.
Here she is, trying to get that baby to come out.
So we're at Costco, and found this awesome rocking chair, and I'm having contractions every few minutes, but I feel really good, and I just want to keep walking. The end. We should take this home with us. Get a side shot. I really do want a new walker. And here's the proud dad who keeps complaining about his sore feet and that he needs to sit down.
Walked like 5 miles today.
And how long were you up last night?
Feet are contracting.
Your feet are contracting. The pain. He couldn't find his shoes this morning, and he also had to take a big dump. So we had to wait on him. And I loaded the car. How you feeling right now, Paul?
My wife's crazy. She needs to go to the hospital. She's having contractions every minute, and she's just like, "Oh, it's okay. Let's go look at the sweatpants."
I need sweatpants. Nothing's gonna fit.
Yakking it up with total strangers, and I'm like freaking out, saying, "Let's go to the hospital."
I'm having another one.
Oh. I swear, if your water breaks in my car, I'm selling it.
Why are we walking across the parking lot?
We have to go get to my car. You know.
So we've been all the way down to Lowe's, Petco, Deseret Book, and Costco.
I feel like I'm about to go into labor.
This one is a little more intense. It's like starting to feel kind of...
Kate, well, do you want me to go get the car?
No.
We should have been to the hospital a half hour ago.
So that was my second time doing Hypnobabies. I was like, this is game time. This is so much fun. Like, my outlook was so different. And I can tell you that with Hypnobabies, there's actually a process that you go through where you flip a switch, so to speak, on the sensory of that processing, how would I say this? Processing pain. But because I had, in that subconscious level, developed such a positive, joyful approach to it, it was just completely different from the times that I had delivered before. As you can tell, we're just joking around, going shopping, and getting ready to have this baby. And that is such a different experience than what I had been through in the past, thinking that labor was terrifying and scary, and it doesn't have to be. It can be exciting and fun and really awesome. So with that, for those of you who have just watched that, I'm going to show you another video right now. This is actually going to be a video of the first time that I did Hypnobabies, and I am dilated to an 8. So there's a few different stages of labor, right? And there's the part of labor where after your waters have broken, or you've had your waters broken, whatever it is, however you say that, that contractions get a lot more intense. When I get to that part of labor with Hypnobabies, I am 100% laying down. No more like walking around or doing squats or anything. I am laying down, I'm listening to easy birthing in my ear, and I am totally in the zone of my Hypnobabies training. And that's really important because I actually lay the same way that I practiced doing Hypnobabies while I was practicing that while I was pregnant. So I get myself into that exact same position so I can get into the same place mentally. And it's really important that however you decide to do this, that you create an environment that makes you feel very safe and comfortable, and that you are surrounded by a birthing partner that understands the process that you are wanting to do, because they have to be your voice piece so that you can stay in that Zen state. It's really important that they deal with people coming in and out of the door, the nurses, the doctor, the midwife, whoever it is. They kind of have to be that gatekeeper, which is why I believe the Hypnobabies program is so important, that it gives tools for your partner to understand that process and help you get to that peaceful place, because you will have interruptions. So you need to safeguard yourself not only while you're pregnant and preparing, but also while you're in labor, so that you can get to that safe place while you are laboring. So while I am in the hospital, I like the lights low. I don't like a lot of people coming in and out because I really have to focus. And you'll see that in this video. There's not a lot going on. In fact, I had my mother and my husband in the hospital room with me while I was delivering, and they got really bored because there wasn't a whole lot going on. It literally looks like I'm sleeping because I'm so focused, and I don't like a lot of interaction because I kind of have to be in that place. But as the pregnancy or the labor develops, I'm getting closer to transitioning, I need a lot of help. And I've found that in the later stages of delivery, that touch really helps me. So as I get closer to delivering the baby, I actually would have my mom bring lotions and massage my feet and calves. And bless her heart, she did such an amazing job. And because she was so integral in that transitioning and delivering the baby, she was actually able to be right there holding up my leg and actually helping me bring this baby into the world, while my husband was by my face and helping me with the relaxation cues that he and I had practiced during the practice of Hypnobabies. So as you get the workbook and read through the different sections and how you prepare for this, that would make more sense. But essentially what I'm saying is you are given tools to help create a safe environment so that you can have a comfortable birth and an exciting birth, and one that's awesome. And one thing that I would say that's really important is to find a health provider or a doula or a midwife that is on the same page as you and that really understands and listens to what you want. Because no matter what path you choose to do, it is up to you, because you're the mom and it's your body and you want to feel comfortable and in control. And of course, there are going to be things that happen during the delivery. Yeah, lots of likes on that. There are going to be things that happen, and I think that is very important that you understand that too. That there might need to be a backup plan of, you know, if something was to happen and you had a doctor that you really trusted to help you and the baby be safe and healthy, because that's number one. But also to keep in mind that it's up to you. And so the education and the process that you go through that's what this is about. This is the meat of that. And it could be a myriad of different things that you decide or you want to do. And what I like about the Hypnobabies program as well is that it goes through those questions with you. There's a whole sheet that says, okay, from 1 to 100, just kidding, there's not that many, but kind of, what do you envision? What do you want? And while it is good to be a little bit flexible because things happen and you can never predict a delivery, you just can't. We wish we could, but to be prepared for what they will ask you, but also be prepared to be able to deal with different circumstances. So I'm going to show you this video of me. I'm dilated to an 8.
Okay, here's the happy mom. She went from a 4 to an 8 in about 2 hours. I've been sleeping, well, not really, but almost sleeping because she hasn't even really moved. She's just been doing awesome, just focusing and hanging out. You can even see my hand is still intact. She's been holding it, but she has not even scrunched it once because she's been so calm. So she's at an 8, 100% effaced. So she's gonna probably have him here in the next hour or so at least. So she's just been laying there, completely relaxed, listening to her, listening to birthing time, positive affirmations for the birthing day. She's having one right now. She's having a birthing wave. She's just totally relaxed. It's pretty amazing. Not even. She's doing great. She's coming down out of it. This one's a little longer. As you can see, she's just relaxing and breathing. That was a really long one. She's not even, just totally relaxed, focusing on her CDs and keeping the rest of her body totally relaxed.
Okay.
Anything you want to say to America?
To America? It's working.
So for those of you that were just watching, that was me in labor, and I was dilated to an 8, and it was actually 10 minutes after that video was taken that I delivered my baby. And can you believe that? That was the real deal. There's actually another video which I don't think we have that prepared, but where you can actually see, zooming into my the levels of the contractions, where you can see it go up and over the peaks and showing that it was the full-blown craziness.
Here's Camille. She's doing great. Her pressure waves are about 5 minutes apart. You can't even tell. Looks like she's kind of sleeping. She's just really calm and relaxed. See if I can get her in the middle of a birthing wave. She should be having one at any minute now. She just has her headphones on listening to the CDs. I just think she's asleep. Decent one. So you wouldn't be able to tell, but right now she's on a very strong birthing wave. She's just really calm and focusing on staying at peace and very calm. Off the chart right now. She's just totally relaxed and calm. Now she's finishing that last one. See, this is the pressure wave that she just went through. Just in those last about 30 seconds. You would have never known. She's just laying here. Almost like she's asleep. Pretty amazing.
So that is why I am so passionate about sharing this with you, is because that was real. That was me in labor with my complete double chin. Don't you love those side shots when you're pregnant and really swollen? But I will tell you, I looked a heck of a lot better that time around than the time I gave birth to my first son, and I had an epidural in my face. It looked like I was wearing a fat mask. And my best friends came and told me that. I know they love me, and it was real. My face was so swollen from the fluids that were in my body that when I bit down, only 2 of my teeth touched. And I asked the nurse, I was like, is that normal? I'm trying to bite down and my face is so swollen, only 2 of my teeth are touching. And she's like, I've never heard of that before. So yeah, that was pretty. Maybe in the next segment I will share a beautiful picture of my face that first time. But that's pretty much what I've prepared for you for this session of teaching you about Hypnobabies and what the program is all about. So I want to open it up to you for those of you who are watching, and I can see that there are quite a few that have stuck with us the whole time through. So I want to be a resource to you and answer any questions that you might have. You're also welcome to email me at mymommystyle@gmail.com, and I also have links to my YouTube channel below, so that if you want to see more of those videos of talking about being in labor, those times you can see that as well. So say hi. I want to see who you are, and if you have any questions or where you're tuning in from, what's the weather like where you are. I would love to interact with you a little bit.